Welcome to ISTV News. This is Panorama giving you the news. Let's see the top stories. MLA of Hyanglam AC M. Kunjo passes away. CM Ibobi describes his death as a great loss for Manipur. News in detail. MLA of Hyanglam Assembly Constituency Maibam Kunjo has passed away at his quarter at Babupara. His death is a great loss for Manipur and has left a void that cannot be filled up, Chief Minister Ibobi said. Our sub-editor Narubam Phillips and video journalist Ranjan Ningombam reported from the MLA's quarter, which has been shrouded with a pall of grief that the Ain came around 4:30 a.m. today. He was 73 and is survived by 5 sons and 3 daughters. The late leader was also formerly a minister in the government of Manipur. On hearing the news of his death, MLAs and workers of Trinamool Congress rushed to his quarter to participate in the condolence rituals. Chief Minister Ibobi, Deputy Chief Minister Gaikangam, Assembly Speaker T.S. Lokeshwar, ministers and MLAs came and offered floral tributes to the mortal remains of the late leader. A contingent of 1st Manipur Rifles offered gun salute and a 2-minute silence was observed in honor of the departed soul. It is worth recalling that Maibam Kunjo got elected from Hyanglam constituency on Trinamool Congress ticket in the 2012 Manipur Legislative Assembly election. For the first time, he won the assembly election in 1974 in the constituency and became a member of the Manipur Legislative Assembly. He got re-elected in 1995 and became Minister of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Veterinary and Animal Husbandry and Information Minister. In the 2000 election, he was elected again and became Industries Minister. For the 4th time, he got elected in the 2012 Assembly election. However, as fate would have it, he could not complete the present term. He was suffering from a protracted illness, one of his sons said.
Diabetic patient, so he could not insulin dependent. Diabetic kidney failure, the lungs problem.
The late leader, who served the people of not only his constituency but also the entire Manipur, was a man with commitment, integrity, ideal principles and one who could be relied on, described Chief Minister Ibobi, Assembly Speaker Lokeshwar, Deputy Chief Minister Gaikangam and Trinamool Congress Legislator Party Leader Dr. I. Ibohalbi.
Sincere integrity Samaj figure social worker leader
loss of the family and the constituency where he represented, but also entire state assembly ministers Mangzibani Javatai Mass of the Kazabada Alone Leviramba, Yambasi, Manumatam Sadana, I call it Tarupo, Pamarankan, the Sinabiramaga, Saki Basida, no way to Bukundokshari.
Later, the mortal remains of the late MLA were taken from Babupara to his native constituency, Hyanglam, and were consigned to holy flames. Evacuation drive against illegal construction of homes, hotels, crematoriums, gardening, etc. on the inner banks of rivers that flows through the Imphal city is still going on. As part of the drive, Minister of IFC Ngamthang Haokip today visited the areas on the banks of Imphal River at Minuthong and Kuman Lampak and inspected the present condition of the Imphal River. Chief Engineer of IFCD T.H. Indramani and other officials accompanied the minister during his visit. The minister found construction of about 20 houses with land debt. Minister Ngamthang Haokip said, as per instructions of the Chief Minister, the evacuation drive against all illegal constructions on the banks has been taken up. The drive will be continued further, he said.
Mayam ki public interest to bari mayam na
matang isana bahab tanraga jum sing silo ni sidok yo simayam si oni sidok ta batare de toren se kumur mulkine aduna koina sai mak to banete to balo no koren mapandas sai majum kangge makangge lo no so do to do ne adun masida mayam na cooperation video masida atei tegi so paudum redo gi khabar gi thonda paudo dum sunaraga to bana phagini.
Chief Engineer Indramani appealed to the public to cooperate with the Irrigation and Flood Control Department and make the drive successful. He also appealed to the people not to construct any house or conduct gardening on the river banks.
50 meters may take both sides kind of specific over what Karakun Hajari Bapotune. Masagi Pata lady like they have to Quagi Atu Mutamda Quay, you know, verified to Toga or identified to Jenny Aduga, Karima Pataduna, Lalamatagadi, Mado Ape, Logo Patabani, Madura Equina, Quagi, Mado Quani, Tobon Topuni, Natraga, Equina, Nami Hana, Gam and Natawanate, Miami Tabagana, Minister and High. When I'm going media to the Pena, the Queen Hygienic Mana, which I have a temple of coordination of cooperation, review when it's a delivered automatic park you are seeing hygienics.
Mayra Paibis of Lalambung Makong took out a toast procession last night demanding implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur. The procession started from Lalambung Makong, marched towards flyover, and from the flyover, the protesters returned to Lalambung Makong. Organization for Indian Women Against Crime Singjamai Chingamaka Herangoitong staged a sit-in protest at Herangoitong demanding implementation of ILPs in Manipur. Modern Club Chingamaka, Apunbanupi Lamjinglup and Salai jointly held a sit-in protest at Singamakong demanding ILPs in Manipur. A function for distribution of certificates of 1 year in service training course for the Male Health Workers 2013-2014 batch was held at a conference hall of the Directorate of Family Welfare Services, Manipur today. The function was organized by Principal State Trainees of 1 year service training course 2013-2014 batch RHFWTC Imphal. Additional Director of the Department, Dr. K. Rajo, Principal of Regional Health and Family Welfare Training Center, R.K. Tilotama, faculty member Hemlata and other officials were present at the function. The certificates were distributed to 69 male health workers. Speakers at the function said the knowledge gained from the training should be used fully in providing good health care service to the people. Dr. R.K. Rajo said such training program began from 1974 since the male health workers have successfully undergone the training, which will prove to be useful in getting themselves promoted in future and even may proceed with treating different kinds of diseases, he said. As part of Anti-Malaria Month 2014 observed widely in the world, District Vector-Borne Disease Control Society Imphal West has begun the observance from today at Mekola Community Hall. During this month-long observance, various programs including awareness programs will be held at 5 selected schools and 5 selected self-help groups in Imphal West. Besides, meeting on intersectoral sensitization and consultation will also be organized as part of the observance. Adakshi of Imphal West Y. Dasumati, District Malaria Officer S. Arun Kumar, Member of Hyangthang Jila Parishad S. Subhash Chandra, and many people took part in the inaugural function today. Speaking at the function, Health Supervisor KSS Jadumani said people should take self-precautionary measures in order to protect from malaria, though there are no accurate medicines to cure the disease. If any kind of symptom suspected to be vector-borne diseases appears, people should go to the nearest hospital for detailed investigation. In our speech, Adaksya Dasumati said the role of local bodies including pradhans and members is very important in protecting from such diseases. S. Arun Kumar, District Malaria Officer, said malaria cannot be eradicated completely. However, the rate of malaria has been decreased in comparison with past records. People's cooperation is needed to eradicate the disease completely, he said. Now to national and international news. Government has asked the Chief Justice of India and Chief Justices of High Courts to fill vacancies in various courts, mostly in lower judiciary, for speedy disposal of huge backlog of cases in the country. Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad told Lok Sabha today that around 4,000 posts are vacant in lower judiciary and 250 posts of judges in various high courts. Rajya Sabha was adjourned twice during question hour today as Congress created uproar saying there were inconsistencies in government statements on World Trade Organization, though Finance Minister Arun Jaitley asserted there were no contradiction. Jaitley said his party BJP had in December last year raised inconsistencies in the pact the previous UPA government had signed in World Trade Organization meeting in Bali, and it stood by it. The Supreme Court today came out strongly against repeated attempts and misleading campaign being met to defame the judiciary, saying great damage is being done to democracy. The remarks were made while dismissing a PIL seeking to declare a decision of the Collegium to recommend the name of Karnataka High Court Justice K.L. Manjunath as Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court as non-binding. The PIL filed in the apex court by Ram Shankar had showed that in future all recommendations of the Collegium on appointment of judges should be put on the apex court website. If inhabitants of England are English, Germany are Germans and USA are Americans, then why all inhabitants of Hindustan are not known as Hindus? Came a poser from RAS chief Mohan Bhagwat on Sunday. The RAS chief further went on to say that Hindutva is a way of life and Hindus could be of any religion, worshipping any god or not worshipping at all. Referring to Vivekananda, Bhagwat said not worshipping any god is not necessarily an atheist. Rather, the one who doesn't have faith in self is sure an atheist. He said the world has now realized that Hindutva has been the only basis to keep India united since ancient days, despite having plenty of diversities. Aam Aadmi Party National Convener Arvind Kejriwal has told his party that Delhi was likely to go to polls in December and that the party must begin preparations immediately. In a forceful speech on a Google Hangout session, a means by which the party leadership communicates to its volunteers across the country online, Kejriwal said beginning Wednesday, volunteers would go house to house in Delhi, asking people if they want elections in the capital. The national capital has been without an elected government since the minority government led by Kejriwal gave up office within 49 days of taking oath after failing to agree on the passage of the Lokpal bill. 2 BSF Jawans were among 4 persons injured when Pakistani troops violated the ceasefire for the third time in less than 48 hours by firing with small arms, automatic weapons and mortar shells on 10 border outposts and civilian areas along the international border in Jammu district. Well, that's all we have for now, but before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. MLA of Yanglam AC M. Kunjo passes away. CM Ibobi describes his death as a great loss for Manipur. Thanks for watching our news, and for more updates, please stay tuned.